Our first question asks us, when we hold the slime with both hands and pull it apart very quickly, how does it deform? The slime undergoes plastic deformation and snaps very quickly. The second question tells us, when we hold the slime with both hands and pull it apart slowly, how does it deform? Here, the slime will still plastically deform, but it will not fail. It will deform to a high strain and be very elongated before it fails. When we hold the slime with one hand and let gravity stretch it, or roll it into a ball and let it sit flat on a surface, what happens and what is this an example of? When we put the slime or the ball on a surface, it will slowly flatten down. This is an example of creep because we are keeping the stress constant, which is gravity, and the strain changes over time, which is the deformation. When we pull the slime apart and hold it at a fixed distance, the force required to keep it stretched should decrease. What is this an example of? This is an example of stress relaxation because since we're keeping the length the same, we're keeping the strain the same, and the force required, which is the stress, changes over time. So this is stress relaxation.
So the first question for part 2 asks, try bouncing your ball. How high does it get? So it's about like 40%. And question 2, how did you change the recipe or procedure to get the thicker bouncy ball recipe? So to get this bouncy ball, we added a bit more borax and less water to make it more solid and sturdy. And question 3, how did this change in recipe change the polymer structure? So by adding more borax and a bit more glue, we increase the number of cross links, which increase like the density and limited the chain mobility, which allows it to now bounce.
So the fourth question of part 2 asks, roll your original slime into a ball and put it next to your new bouncy ball. How do their shapes change over time? So the original slime flattens out while the new bouncy ball keeps its shape round over time. And the fifth question is, which of the two batches has a higher Deborah number and how can you tell? So the bouncy ball has a higher Deborah number because it behaves more like an elastic solid, while the slime deforms and flows.